Hey everyone, Jerry here, and welcome back to my Better Than Wolves tutorial. Now, last time we managed to get these 3 iron ingots that I'm holding right here. So let us get started with the iron pickaxe. Yay! Big step forward there. We still need our weapons, we still need our slabs, and we need a bunch more torches. So let's just get started on that before we venture into this cave. Now, the quest for iron still continues because we need stuff to be able to make a hoe before we can really start considering settling down. So for that, we need a bunch more materials, and luckily with our iron pickaxe we can get them. Now this deep hole here, we can't really go down there with slabs because they won't stick to the sides of stuff. So we need to use the full blocks here, and then we'll carefully make a staircase down so we can actually get up again. Okay, we need to get over there. Luckily, the iron pickaxes have a lot more durability than the stone ones, so you can actually afford to like dig a bunch of stone with it as well. Which is pretty good news for us in this case. There we go, now we can continue down. And again, since I'm planning on actually living near this area, it's well worth it torches to light it up down here. And here we are with the next iron deposit. Now again, the next goal we're aiming for is 18 bits of iron ore. That'll allow us to get a hoe so we can get started on some farming. Farming is something you want to start as soon as you can in Better Than Wolves because you actually really need some of the material you get from farming. Like the main thing, of course, being hemp that you need for making both ropes, windmills, that sort of thing. So that's really the first step, after getting your iron pickaxe, moving on to farming. It's also the sign of civilized man, so there you go. We're being civilized. That was too steep. There we go. Bit of light. And as you can see, this actually continues all the way down to the third strata, which is diamond layer. That's one of the brilliant things about the stratification system here. You're never in doubt as to what kind of resources you can find because of the depth. The depth is very visible. Get a bit of dirt for a bridge here, and have a look around. Now again, just like last time, it's about being careful, not allowing yourself to get surprised by enemies coming to get you, kill you, eat you, hurt you. So let us just close off that gap up there. Figure out where the hell the guy shot us from, probably down there. So let's cover him up, and then we can look in here. Okay, there's a big ravine here. Let us grab... of course I don't have enough dirt to actually close this off properly. There is no shame in closing off a cave that you don't have the ability to explore yet. You can always come back to it later. Now we still want more torches, so let's grab this coal here. Even though it doesn't appear that there's a lot. And lo and behold, iron behind it. Nice. What beautiful timing. And we have some more iron in the ceiling here. Which then undocked another cave. Let's not deal with that right now. There we go. Nice and safe. And this water stream here. Now, I generally advise people to never ever break water blocks in bedding walls. Instead, cover them up with something that kind of signifies that you placed the block there, so it's not just a natural one. Cobblestone is a perfect example of this. It allows you to easily find the water source again should you ever need it, like whether that be for making an underground farm or casting another portal or whatever you want to do. Okay, there we go. Now we have 29 pieces of iron ore. That's nearly enough to actually get like a second pick. And if we look down here, there are some mushrooms in there. But they're the red ones, so not that good for us. Let's just quickly eat a bit here and actually just have a very brief look down here. Now the only reason I'm having a brief look down here is that it is the last, or the bottom strata. So if there were easy diamonds right here, then it would be a shame to miss them. There is an easy creeper, there's a bit of gold in there, and there's some redstone underneath the water. Now we don't have the means to really like dig around or do stuff down here, so I'm just gonna climb back up again. But it's nice to know that we have a way down here, because that's actually that can be harder to find than one would expect. But it looked like there was a nice branching cave down there, so that's good for us. Now it's a bit dark here, so let's put our last torch and then climb back up here and melt the iron ore we got. We have enough for the iron hole I mentioned, so we can start actually setting up a farm outside here. And oh, we also need to set up a torch in here. And it's turned daylight outside. Brilliant. There we go. More torches. 29 bits. Do we have any logs left? Nope. Alright, let's just get started on that while we go outside and get us some more fuel. Alright, got a bit more fuel here, so we can, once the sawdust is gone, burn those items again. We can start putting in some logs. This early in the game, I generally very much recommend using wood for fuel rather than coal, because the torches in general are just pretty valuable. And other than that, well, yeah, stuff like bark and such, you don't have any use for it. Sawdust as well, so just burn it whenever you like have a number of items to cook that matches the burn value of those. Since we were successful on our mining trip and it's still plenty of daytime left up here, we can actually start building a bit on the surface. One of the main things we want to do is set up a farming area where we set up as much farmland as we can. You want to use most of this, or a good bit of this at least, for the hemp crop. So once you have some seeds for that, get that started. Other than that, if you do find some pumpkins, I don't think we have any pumpkin seeds. We have cocoa beans, that's no use. But if you do have pumpkins, then make sure that you don't eat all the seeds and spend all the pumpkins you can expanding your farm. Just having 8 plants or so is not enough in better walls because of the reduced farming, or not farming rate, but growth rate. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, let's grab our shovels and go upstairs. Now, just like in vanilla Minecraft, hydrated farmland can actually spread up to 4 blocks away from the water source. And by source I mean just the water block, not necessarily the water source block. So if we count, like if we want to have a bit of water coming from this side here and going in, so we can make a nice big farmland, we can count from the side here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we dig the trench here. Now, we can actually cheat a bit here by not cheating, creative use of game mechanics here, by creating a new water source block there. We can actually also create one here by just taking away this bit. But for now, since we also want to build like something on top of our hole there eventually, we're just going to go see how far we can take the water here. All the way here, okay. So that means the area from 2, 3, 4, this block here, in this corner, and all the way up to here will actually be hydrated now. from this one single stream of water. So let us just replace this sand here, and so we have the biggest possible farmland. And then we can begin searching for hemp seeds once the iron is cooked as well. Okay, so we got the last bit of farmland filled out here. In terms of searching for hemp seeds, that's why I've been punching all this grass that you've seen me do. Also, why? The other reason for punching the grass, of course, being that the grass will slow you down, so punching it makes you progress faster, or walk faster. But I haven't had a lot of luck actually finding any hemp seeds. As you can see here in my chest, I actually don't have any at all. So we're gonna have to find a lot more grass to punch, and we're also, once we have our iron hoe, we can start hoeing the grass. The blocks themselves, not the tall grass, and that also gives a chance of hemp seeds. But other than hemp, we really have to go out for like maybe do some hunting trips, see if we can find some pumpkins, bring back here. That will make this area a lot more livable. So that's the next steps. Getting this hoe. Like, we can just quickly craft it here. And I need some sticks as well. There we go. Iron hoe, excellent. One of the most important tools. And we can like start hoeing all this land here just to see if we can get some seeds from the grass blocks. Now, in Better Than Walls, there we go, that's hemp seed. If you just hoe all this land and nothing actually pops up, and you don't plant anything in it, weeds will start to grow, which is basically just tall grass. But yeah, as you can see right there, excellent example. So we got 2 hemp seeds, we want to place these somewhere where they won't get trampled immediately, so let's say maybe just here. And then of course we need to light up as much as we can around here. Keep the mobs away. Keep the mobs at bay. Alright, that should give us a little bit of a buffer zone. Now, since we're still pretty much in the Stone Age in terms of weaponry, I have a couple of axes and that's it. I still suggest retreating underground once night comes, and then maybe going caving again. Just like in, for those who played the Minecraft back in the very early days, daytime was for building, nighttime was for digging underground, before beds were introduced. Anyway, this will conclude this episode of Dare's Guide to Better Than Walls. Next time we will go out on a hunting trip, stock up on food a bit, see if we can find some pumpkins, some more hemp seeds, and then from there on we'll start focusing on establishing a base here. So yeah, until next time, I'm Jerry, and I hope you enjoyed this series.